So today we will be learning how to create tables, right? So now let's go to Codepen like this. We want to create a table which looks exactly like this here. To create this table, here I'm going to use a table tag. This table tag is going to open and it is also going to close. The table is nothing but rows and columns, right? So how many rows are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 rows, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 rows and 6 columns are there in this. To create this first row, here I'm going to use a tag called as tr. This tr will be opening here and this will also be closing. Tr means what? It is table row. Okay. Inside this here we have Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday and Friday. So let's create them here. Inside the table row, now if you want to create them, here we use a tag called as td. Td here I'm going to have Monday. Inside this tr only. So basically we are focusing on creating only the first row, right? Here this td is nothing but table data here. This Monday should be put inside the first table row. Monday, Tuesday. Here I'm going to have third Wednesday, Thursday, and then here I'll have Friday. Okay. So now you will notice that here the right side first row of the table is created. If you want to create a second row, here you need to have one more tr tag. This tr tag will open and this will also close. This second tr tag is responsible for creating the second row. Here we have science, maths, art, English literature and sports. So now I'm going to have td inside this. Here science, maths. Here I'm going to have arts, English literature, and then fifth one here I'm going to have sports. Okay. Now to create this third row here, what I should do after this tr here, I'm going to have one more tr tag here. This is going to open and it is going to close here. I'm going to have td. Here, what all do we have? Art, English literature, math, science, and sports. Here, I should be selecting all the TD tags and then I should apply border to that. Here, I want to select all the elements based on the tag name, right? So here, I'll write the tag name here. How do we create a border? By using this border shorthand property. So now this border shorthand property, it will expect three values from us. I'll give the width here and then the style and then the color of the border. But now if you look at this, the first row, this should be in bold, right? This is basically the heading of the table. So now what you should do, now this Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday and Friday, basically these are headings of the table. Okay. Now if you want them to be looking like the heading of the table, what you should do, instead of having TD, you should have TH. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday and Friday, they have now become the heading of the table. For my table heading tag also, to them I'll give border 2 pixel solid and then black. Okay, now when I did this, what is happening? Can you see? Border is applied to all the table headings also. The table heading, instead of separately writing like this, what you need to do, along with TD only, here you can put TD comma TH. If I now do, then this styles will be applied to all the table data and also table heading. After this here, I'm going to have a table row here. Okay. Each box here is called as a table cell. If you look at the lunch break here, here we have only one table cell. So now for that, I need to create a separate tr tag. And inside this here, I'm going to have td. It will open, it will also close. And then here, I'll have lunch break here. Now when I did this, can you guys see? Here a lunch break is created. But what is happening here? If you look, this lunch break, it is taking the entire row. it is occupying only one column space right now, right? It should occupy the space of 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 columns. Here we have an attribute called as call span here. When I give call span 3 here, can you see what is happening? Did you guys notice this table cell is occupying 3 columns here? It is stretching through the columns. Okay. Similarly, here if I have call span 5, what it is doing, it is occupying 5 columns here. Here we are going to have our fifth row. After this tr, here I'm going to have one more tr here. And now inside this, here I need to have science, maths, art, English, literature, and sports. Here I'm going science, maths, arts, English, literature, and then here I'm also going to have sports. Now when I did this, I created this row also. We are going to now create our last row. This is our last row: arts, English, literature, math, science, and sports. If you look here, in between each table cell, we are having a space here, right? I don't want to have that space. Here we need to apply this CSS property, border, collapse, and then the value for this should be collapse. This CSS property should be applied to table tag. To the table tag, if you apply, borders have collapsed here, and then here we have no spaces in between. For each table cell, I want to have space between the text and the border. To all my table data and table heading, here I should be applying a padding. Here I'll give padding 10 pixels. 10 pixel padding is applied on all the four sides. I want all this text to come in the center of the cell. All my table data and to all my table heading. Here I need to give this CSS property text align center. Now when I did this text align center, can you see I got all my text in the center of the cell. This hover section is left. This hours is starting before this Monday. Before Monday, here I'm going to have table data here. I'm going to have hours. Now when I did this here, before Monday, what is happening? Here hours is starting. This hour should extend. Now this hours, what it is doing? It is occupying only one row. Here, it should occupy one row. It should extend to 2 rows, 3 rows, 4 rows, 5 rows, and then 6 rows. I should now give row span. Now here I should give row span 2. When I did row span 2, now you'll notice that, can you see this hours, it is extending up to 2 rows here. Similarly, here when I did 4, it is extending up to 4 rows. Similarly to 6 rows here. When I did this, now you will notice that, can you see this hours part, it is extending up to 6 rows. I want our table to be in blue color. Let's say light blue. So now to entire table here, I'm going to give a CSS property background color. Okay, light blue. Now when I did this, I got my entire table in light blue color. Above this table here I'm going to have an H1 saying my secret timetable.